Hey girls, it's Katie. This is my 38-week update. I'm recording it a day early because I have the time and the energy right now. And hopefully Mike and I are finally going to do our Q&A answers video tomorrow maybe. So I am 37 weeks and 6 days, but unless something crazy happens in my yoga class tonight, I'm pretty sure we're going to make it to 38 weeks. So here's my 38-week video. I mentioned a long time ago that Mike and I conceived actually over the weekend of a friend's wedding in California, and it just sort of worked out that way. We went and had a really good time, and love was in the air, and it worked. There was another couple at the same wedding who also got pregnant that weekend, and they just had their baby yesterday. So that really makes it seem like we're at the end, They've already sort of crossed the finish line, so we are next. It's really cool. I want to thank everybody for all of the thoughts and prayers and well wishes and everything from my last video when I was concerned about some health issues. I had my midwife appointment yesterday, and my blood pressure is still elevated. But she's not as concerned about it now as she was last week. I didn't show any protein in my urine, and when I had my blood pressure rechecked, so when I first got to the appointment, it was actually higher than last week. But we had the appointment, and she, I think, really tried to explore any anxieties I was feeling or anything that might be causing the rise in pressure. And at the end of the appointment, she rechecked it and it had come down a little bit. It was still a little bit higher than normal, but she gave us the option of getting labs that they would normally do, sort of the protocol for if your blood pressure is elevated at this point. So all the preeclampsia labs, blood work, and a 24-hour collection of urine to be tested. And we opted to not do that. I really trust her judgment, and she said she didn't feel like it was necessary based on my overall picture. So overall, I'm not having like crazy swelling. I haven't had any more headaches. Overall, I feel pretty good. I can tell when my blood pressure is high, but not passing any protein again. So I really feel okay with going another week and seeing how we do, and just working on my relaxation more. I did also really increase the protein in my diet, so thank you for everybody who suggested that. Maybe it hasn't had an effect yet, but I think it just sort of helped me feel better overall. I also upped calcium because I read that could help. On the Group B strep front, there's really been no change except for Katie Uchiguchi's suggestion to start probiotics, which is something I try to do anytime I have to take an antibiotic. Anyway, but I hadn't really thought about it in this context. So the probiotic supplement that I take to increase and sort of sustain the good bacteria you normally have in your gut that protects you is mainly acidophilus. I don't know if you'll be able to read it or not. This is refrigerated. There's 100. These are chewables. I used to just take pills, but I really like the chewables. They taste like strawberry. They're really good. So there's 100 in here, and it cost me, this bottle cost $10, but they were on sale. So it worked out. I was running low on my other supply, so I was happy that everything sort of fell into place there. And hopefully this will help prevent any yeast infection side effects of the antibiotics when I have to take them during labor. Other stuff from my appointment, my weight is up still. I've now gained a total of 38 pounds for the pregnancy. 38 pounds at 38 weeks. Who knew? I weigh more than Mike now, which is kind of funny. Measurement wise, I'm still measuring at 37 weeks, which is what I was last week. So I think that probably the baby has dropped a little bit, or there's been a decrease in the amniotic fluid like normal. So I'm at 37 weeks by measurement. So the big take home from my appointment yesterday was that I really need to be more serious about getting adequate rest. It's not something I'm really good at. I don't like to have stuff hanging over my head, so when I know there are things to be done, I just want to go do them. So I have a tendency when I get home from work to not even sit down. I just get straight away started making dinner and paying bills and doing projects around the house and cleaning and doing all that stuff that I just want to get accomplished. And our midwife really said my job for the next couple of weeks, if I want to have an uncomplicated sort of normal birth experience, my job is to rest. And that means sometimes I'm just gonna have to let things go and really just sit down and put my feet up and break my normal routine. I think it's gonna be hard, but it's so important for me to stay healthy and to make sure that the baby stays healthy that I'm willing to do it. So I'm not on bed rest of any sort, nothing sort of official, but she did recommend working half days at work, and I started that today. So for the rest of the week I'm going to work half days, and then my boss, who's been pretty awesome all the way through with this stuff, has suggested that starting next week I'll just be working from home. Take as much part-time, like say half-time work as he can give me. And he said, if we don't have enough work, then you just get more time off, but you'll still get paid for half a day. So his willingness to work with me on this, I think is really important and is really going to make a difference in, actually being able to rest as much as I need to. So I feel really good about that. I'm also super excited to just not have to go into the office next week. Not have to worry about what I'm wearing, not have to, just deal with the transportation. I'll just be able to sort of stay here and nest and be more comfortable and rest, of course. So that's all good news. I thought on Monday of this week, which was 37 weeks and 4 days, I thought that perhaps I lost my mucus plug. For me, that's a really gross expression, so I've been working hard on saying it without it being gross. I don't think anything about checking your cervix, I don't think any of this stuff is gross in it of itself. I just don't like that phrase. So anyway, I said it. It's done. Why I thought that is because I had like really thick sort of egg white CM that sort of lasted all day. And that was very, very different than anything I've had the rest of the pregnancy. And like I said, it was really a lot thicker than normal egg white. But I mentioned it to our midwife, and she said that she didn't think I was at that point. So she didn't check me again, so there's no way to know for sure. But she said she would be very surprised if, since my last appointment, things had started moving that fast. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's gone, maybe it's not. I have been really, really fatigued this week. I just think, even a few weeks ago, I was sleeping just as poorly as I am now, but I still had energy during the day, and I didn't really feel tired, even though I was waking up crazy early. And now I just feel like I can't get enough sleep. So I think that's just being 38 weeks. I need to embrace the nap. The other thing that has started this week is I'm having a lot more pelvic pain, sort of pain in my bones, in my hips and down sort of at the bottom of my pelvis. I think it's just baby weight pressing on those bones, and that I haven't had before. But hopefully it's moving us in the right direction. So one thing to share, I made more baby wipes this week. These are just 2-ply flannel, and I don't have a serger, so I just zigzag stitched around the edges. I think this made 8 more of them, because everybody said you can never have too many, and you'll be amazed at how many you go through. So trying to bulk up my stash there. I wanted to ask a question too of anybody. I've been trying to think about a baby book, and I really don't like sort of the format of most of the baby books that are out there that are sort of scrapbook style. That's just not my style. I could do something that's sort of more free form, just like journal and, add stuff in when I feel like it, just like a blank book or something. But that's not really speaking to me either. So I'm wondering if anybody has other alternatives, anything special you've done. I thought about maybe getting like a small little box, like a cigar box, but maybe something nicer, to just keep mementos in and sort of write notes. I have my own journal, but sort of maybe write baby notes to include in there with other sort of, things, other memories and things. But anyway, I just wanted to hear if anybody had any creative ideas for an alternative to the traditional baby book. So I'll just do a belly shot. Thanks again to everybody for just helping me stay positive in the past week, and I can't wait to see what the next week brings us. 38 weeks. Any lower to you? It's shiny. So like I said, I definitely feel lower because I'm feeling so much more, it's sort of like aching down here in my bones. But I don't know, still pretty round and out there. The best thing about the past week is that I got to do a very special project. A friend set aside a day to help me make a quilt for the baby. She's made a bunch of quilts, and I haven't made any. I think I made one maybe when I was like 8 years old that was about this big. But I brought a bunch of fabric that was significant to me, and she had a lot of fabric to sort of round out what we were working with, and I wanted to show you. It's not completely done yet, but it's making a fairly good size. Just a simple block quilt. But like I said, a lot of the squares are fabric that is significant for one reason or another. It's from a past project, or I have some of Mike's clothes. So I still need to put the backing on, which is going to be this green fabric. It's like super, super soft. And then some trim. I don't think you can tell. It's yellow with white polka dots, but so it just needs to get pieced together. This was sort of just a special gift that she came up with, something that she could help me with so that I would have a gift to the baby. And we just really spent the day talking about, about raising kids and how she felt when she was in my position about 8 or 10 years ago. It just made for a really great day, and I'm really proud of having something like this that hopefully the baby will keep for a long time.